I spent a year believing she'd left that life behind, a whole year. While I was planning our future together, she was dancing under neon lights every Friday and Saturday night in Bangkok's most notorious red light district. The worst part? Half the expats in Thailand probably knew before I did, but nobody tells you. Nobody ever tells you. My name is Stuart Henderson. I'm 64 years old, American, ran a successful logistics business back in San Diego before selling it 5 years ago. I came to Thailand the way a lot of men my age do, burned out from decades of work, divorced, kids grown and living their own lives, looking for something different. I wasn't looking for love. That's what I told myself anyway. I was just looking for peace, sunshine, affordable living, maybe some adventure in my retirement years. I met Dwang Jai in March of 2023 at a coffee shop in Chiang Mai. Not a bar, not a massage parlor, a regular coffee shop where I went every morning to read the news on my tablet. She worked there as a barista, 27 years old, beautiful in that effortless way Thai women have, always smiling, always kind to customers. She'd practice her English with me, asking about America, laughing at my terrible attempts to speak Thai. It felt natural. It felt real. We started talking more. She'd sit with me on her breaks. I learned she was from Bangkok originally but had moved to Chiang Mai to get away from the city, to start fresh. She'd had a rough past, she said. Bad relationship. Needed a change. I didn't push for details. Everyone's got a past. I'm not one to judge. Within 2 months, we were dating. Within 4 months, she'd moved into my condo. It happened fast, but it felt right. She was attentive, affectionate, always laughing at my jokes, even when they weren't funny. The sex was incredible, passionate, frequent, the kind that makes a 6-4-year-old man feel like he's 30 again. She made me feel wanted, not for my money, I thought, but for me, for who I was. I'd been married for 28 years back in the States. My ex-wife and I hadn't touched each other in the last 5 years of that marriage. We were roommates who shared a mortgage and tolerated each other until the kids left home. Then we got divorced and went our separate ways. I didn't think I'd ever feel desire again, didn't think any woman would desire me. Dwang Jai made me believe otherwise. That was my fatal flaw. I needed to believe I was special. I needed to believe that my masculinity, my experience, my ability to take care of her financially, made me different from other men. I needed to believe she chose me because of who I was, not what I could provide. Pride is a dangerous thing. It makes you ignore what's right in front of your face. The first few months were perfect. We'd wake up together, have breakfast on the balcony overlooking the mountains, spend days exploring night markets, taking day trips to temples, cooking together. She taught me how to make pad krapao. I taught her how to make pancakes. Stupid little domestic things that felt like building a life together. I was paying all the bills, of course. The condo was mine. I covered groceries, utilities, gave her money for clothes and phone bills and whatever she needed. She wasn't working anymore, said. She wanted to focus on taking care of our home, learning to cook better, improving her English. That sounded reasonable to me. I had more than enough money. Why should she work some low-paying service job when I could support us both comfortably? We talked about the future. Marriage, maybe. She'd never been married. I told her about my kids, my son in Portland, my daughter in Austin. They didn't know about Dwang Jai yet. I was waiting for the right time. Wanted to be sure this was permanent before introducing them. But in my head, I was already planning how to explain it to them. Imagining bringing her back to the States for visits, maybe even sponsoring her for a visa if things kept going well. I thought I'd finally gotten it right. Second chance at happiness. The universe rewarding me for all those years of grinding away at a business I never really loved, staying in a dead marriage for the kids, doing everything I was supposed to do. This was my time. This was my reward. I really believed that. The first crack appeared in October, about 7 months in. She started going back to Bangkok on weekends. Just Friday to Sunday, she said. Her mother was sick, needed help around the house. Her younger brother couldn't manage alone. Family duty, I understood that. Thai culture places huge emphasis on taking care of parents. I'd read about it, seen it firsthand. It seemed completely reasonable. You want me to come with you? I asked the first time she mentioned it. No, she said quickly. My family, they not ready to meet Farang boyfriend yet. Need time. You understand? I understood. Or I thought I did. Thai families can be traditional. Meeting the foreign boyfriend is a big step. I didn't want to push. So I said, okay, have a safe trip. Send my regards to your mother. She'd leave Friday morning on the bus, come back Sunday evening, every week, like clockwork. I missed her on weekends, but I also didn't mind having the place to myself sometimes. I'd watch football games, call my kids, meet up with other expats for beers. It was fine. It was normal. People in relationships don't have to spend every single moment together. But her phone behavior changed. That was the second thing I noticed. Before, her phone would sit on the coffee table, face up, unlocked. She'd hand it to me to look at photos, didn't care if I saw messages popping up. Suddenly, in November, she started keeping it face down, started taking it with her to the bathroom, started charging it overnight on her side of the bed instead of in the living room like before. Why do you have a password now? I asked one night, trying to keep my tone casual. She looked at me with wide eyes. Security. Someone tell me Farang man at coffee shop tell me Thai people need protect phone. Lot of scam now. It sounded reasonable. It sounded exactly like something an expat would say to a Thai person. I let it go. But the late night phone use started bothering me. She'd wait until she thought I was asleep. Then I'd hear the soft tapping of her typing, the glow of the screen illuminating her face in the darkness. Sometimes she'd get up, go to the living room, and I'd hear her whispering in Thai. When I asked who she was talking to at 2 a.m., she'd say her friend, her brother, her cousin. Always someone. Always an explanation. The sex changed, too. It became less frequent. She was tired more often, had headaches. Her period lasted longer each month, or came more often, or I lost track because she kept saying she wasn't feeling well. When we did have sex, she seemed distracted, going through the motions. I told myself it was normal, the honeymoon phase always ends. Passion always settles into something more routine. But it wasn't routine. It was withdrawal. December came. The weekends in Bangkok continued. Every Friday to Sunday, I asked about her mother's health. Same, Dwang Jai would say. Doctors say she need long time to recover. I never asked what the illness was. I was afraid to push too hard, afraid she'd think I didn't trust her. Men my age, we worry about being controlling. We've read the articles about toxic masculinity, about giving women space and autonomy. We overcorrect. We ignore our instincts because we don't want to be that guy. My buddy Mike saw her in Bangkok in early January. Mike lived in Pattaya but went to Bangkok regularly for business. He texted me one Saturday night. Dude, was that Dwang Jai I just saw walking on Sukhumvit Road near Soi Cowboy with some Asian guy? My stomach dropped. What? When? Like 10 minutes ago, I called out, but she didn't turn around. Pretty sure it was her, though. Same hair, same build. I called Dwang Jai immediately. She answered on the fourth ring, sounding out of breath. Hey, baby, I said, keeping my voice steady. What are you doing? At my mother's house, cooking dinner. Why? Just wanted to hear your voice. Miss you. Miss you too, Tirak. Darling. She called me darling. I call you later, okay? Need to help my mother now. I hung up, texted Mike back. You sure it was her? Maybe not. Dark, crowded. Could have been someone else. Thai women kind of all look alike to us, you know. I wanted to believe him. I wanted to believe he'd made a mistake. Because the alternative that she was lying to me, that she was in Bangkok not to help her sick mother but to walk around Sukhumvit with some other man, that alternative was too painful to accept. But the seed was planted. The doubt was there now, growing roots in my mind. I started paying attention to details I'd ignored before. When she came back Sunday evenings, she'd be exhausted. Said she'd spent all weekend cleaning her mother's house, helping with errands, dealing with family drama. But her clothes didn't smell like house cleaning. They smelled like perfume. Cigarette smoke, the kind of smoke that clings to you when you've been in bars or clubs. Did you go out with friends? I asked casually one Sunday when she got back. Just little bit. Friday night. My friend have birthday. What's your friend's name? She paused. Just for a second. Nok. Is Nok from Bangkok or Chiang Mai? Bangkok. We worked together before. Long time ago. Where did you guys work together? Another pause. Restaurant. I tell you before, I work restaurant in Bangkok. She'd never mentioned a restaurant. She'd said she worked retail, selling clothes at a department store. I didn't call her out on the inconsistency. I just nodded and changed the subject. February was when I really started losing my mind. I couldn't sleep. I'd lie awake staring at the ceiling, listening to her breathe beside me, wondering who she was texting when she thought I wasn't paying attention, wondering where she really went on weekends, wondering if I was paranoid or if my gut was trying to tell me something. I started checking her social media when she was in the shower. Her Facebook was locked down, no public posts, friend list hidden. Her Instagram had photos of food, temples, sunsets. Nothing suspicious. But she had a secondary Instagram account I found by accident, one she hadn't told me about. It was private. I couldn't see the posts. The bio just said BKK Weekends, Bangkok Weekends. What the hell did that mean? I didn't confront her. I was afraid of looking crazy. Afraid of sounding like a jealous old man who couldn't handle his younger girlfriend having a life outside of him. Work. That's what I told myself. She must be working some weekend gig in Bangkok, maybe serving at her friend's restaurant, maybe doing retail shifts. She probably didn't tell me because she was embarrassed about needing extra money, didn't want to burden me by asking for more. But then why lie about being at her mother's house? I Googled Thai girlfriend lies about whereabouts and fell down a rabbit hole of expat forums. The stories were all the same. Bar girls who claimed they quit, Thai women with multiple foreign boyfriends, village girls who milked naive farangs for money while sleeping with their Thai ex-boyfriends. Every story made my chest tighten. Every story sounded too familiar. March came, our 1-year anniversary. I took her to a nice resort in Chiang Mai for the weekend. She seemed happy, present, affectionate, like she used to be. We had sex 3 times that weekend. She told me she loved me. I told her I loved her too. I meant it. On the drive back, she asked if I could give her extra money that month. Her mother needed surgery, she said. 10,000 baht. I gave her 15,000 without hesitation. She kissed me, thanked me, said I was the best thing that ever happened to her. 2 weeks later, she was back in Bangkok for another weekend. Same routine. Friday morning bus, Sunday evening return. I made a decision on that Friday. I couldn't live with the uncertainty anymore. I couldn't spend another weekend lying on the couch, wondering, obsessing, driving myself insane. I needed to know the truth, even if the truth destroyed me. I called Mike. Do you have any friends who work around Soi Cowboy? Why? I need someone to check on something for me. Just look around. See if you can find a girl who looks like Dwang Jai. I'll send you her photos. Mike sighed. Stuart, man, you sure you want to do this? I have to know. Okay. Give me the photos. I'll ask around. I sent him 5 photos of Duangjai. Then I waited. The longest wait of my life. Every hour felt like a day. I couldn't eat. My left eye started twitching. Just this constant, annoying twitch that wouldn't stop no matter what I did. Saturday morning, Mike called. Found her. My blood went cold. What? She's dancing at a bar called Club Paradise. Right off Soi Cowboy. One of the girls at another bar recognized her from the photos. She works Friday and Saturday nights. Has for months, apparently. Everyone knows her as Joy. Joy. Her nickname. The one she said only close friends used. Are you absolutely sure? My voice cracked. I'm looking at her right now, Stuart. Sitting at the bar. Some Korean guy has his arm around her. She's laughing. Looks pretty comfortable. I hung up. I couldn't breathe. I sat there on my couch in Chiang Mai, in the condo we shared, surrounded by the life we'd built together, and I felt my entire reality collapse. She'd been lying to me for months. Her sick mother was a lie. The family duty was a lie. She hadn't quit bar work. She'd never quit. She just moved to Chiang Mai to find a stupid, desperate farang to pay her bills during the week so she could go back to Bangkok and dance on weekends for extra money. I was a paycheck, a convenience, a fool. I wanted to vomit. I wanted to punch a hole in the wall. I wanted to call her and scream, but I did none of those things. I just sat there, twitching eye and all, feeling absolutely nothing. She came home Sunday evening like always. Exhausted, she said. Her mother's surgery went well, but the recovery would be long. She needed to keep going back on weekends. I looked at her standing in the doorway with her overnight bag, and I didn't see the woman I loved anymore. I saw a stranger, a performer, someone who'd been playing a role for 13 months, and I'd been too arrogant, too desperate, too willfully blind to notice. How was Bangkok? I asked. Busy, tired. I need shower. Before you do that, I need to talk to you. She must have heard something in my voice because her face changed. The smile disappeared. What's wrong? I know you were in Soi Cowboy last night. The blood drained from her face. What? No. I was. Stop. I have photos. My friend saw you. You were dancing. Some Korean guy. Everyone knows you as Joy. She started crying. Immediately. Tears streaming down her face. Hands covering her mouth. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to lie, but I need money. My family. Your mother isn't sick, is she? Silence. Is she? She's sick a little bit, but not surgery. I'm sorry. I need to send money to my family. You give me money, but not enough. My brother needs school. My mother house need repair. Bar money good. I just work weekend. Not mean anything. I don't go with customer. Just dance. Just dance, I repeated. You've been lying to me for months, telling me you're taking care of your sick mother while you're dancing in a bar in Bangkok. And I'm supposed to believe you don't go with customers? I swear to Buddha. Just dance. Just drink with man. Talk. Get tip. Nothing more. I laughed. I actually laughed. It sounded crazy even to me. Do you have any idea how stupid I feel right now? I told people about you. My friends. My kids. I told them I'd found someone special. That I was happy. That you were different. I am different. I love you. This just job. I need money. Then why lie? Why tell me your mother is sick? Why not just say you need money? She looked at the floor. When she spoke, her voice was quiet. Because you not give me money for bar work. You want me be nice girl. Stay home. Cook. Clean. Be your wife. But I not make enough money that way. There it was. The truth underneath all the lies. I wasn't a boyfriend. I was a partial income source. A stability provider during the week. The bar was her real life. I was just the break from it. Get out, I said. What? Get out of my condo. Pack your things. Leave. She started crying harder. Please, please, I'm sorry. I quit bar. I promise. Never go back. Just you and me. Please. You've been lying to me for 13 months. You looked me in the eyes every single day and lied. How am I supposed to trust anything you say now? I make mistake. I'm sorry. Thai woman need money. You don't understand. You, American, you have everything. I have nothing. My family poor. I need help them. By lying to your boyfriend? By dancing in Soi Cowboy while telling me you're taking care of your sick mother? She switched tactics, stopped crying, stood up straighter. Fine. You want to know truth? Truth is you not give me enough money. I ask you for more. You say no. I ask you help my brother's school. You say not now. What I supposed to do? I need money. Bar give me money. Customer give me money. You give me small money. What you expect me to do? There it was. The real her. Not the sweet barista from Chiang Mai. Not the loving girlfriend who cooked pad crapeau and laughed at my jokes. The woman standing in front of me now was someone else entirely. So this is my fault? I asked. I don't give you enough money, so you lie to me for over a year? Not fault. But you need understand. Thai woman need take care of family. This is culture. You know this. You live Thailand 3 year. You should understand. Understanding Thai culture doesn't mean accepting lies and cheating. I not cheat, she shouted. I work. I dance. I not sleep with customer. You crazy. I pulled out my phone, showed her the photos Mike had sent. Her sitting on the Korean man's lap, his hands on her waist, her smiling, leaning into him. What's this then? She glanced at the photo, then looked away. That nothing. Just customer. Just for tip. I need make money. Customer want me sit with him. I sit with him. This is bar work. Get out of my condo. This my home too. No, it's my condo. My name on the lease. You have until tomorrow morning to pack your things and leave. After that, I'm changing the locks. She stared at me, and something shifted in her expression. The tears stopped. The pleading stopped. Her voice went cold. Fine. I go. You stupid old farang anyway. Think I love you? I just need money. You nothing special. Just one more old man who think young Thai girl really want him. Every word was designed to hurt, and it worked. It hurt more than the discovery, more than the lies, more than everything. Because part of me had always known, part of me had always suspected that a beautiful 27-year-old woman wouldn't choose a 64-year-old man unless there was something transactional about it. But I'd convinced myself otherwise. I'd convinced myself I was special. Get out, I said again. She grabbed her bag and walked out. Didn't even pack. Just left. I never saw her again. The next 2 weeks were hell. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, lost 8 pounds. My eye kept twitching. I'd lie in bed replaying every moment of our relationship, trying to figure out when it started. Was she lying from the beginning? Did she ever care about me at all? Or was I just a convenience the entire time? I went through her things that she'd left behind, found receipts for hotels in Bangkok, found a second phone charger. She must have had a second phone I never knew about, found makeup and clothes I'd never seen her wear. Every discovery was another knife in the gut. Mike called to check on me. So did a few other expat friends. They all said the same thing. Sorry, man. Should have warned you. Thai bar girls, they're professionals. You can't save them. They don't want to be saved. I found out later from one of Mike's friends who knew the bar scene that Dwang Jai had been working at Club Paradise for 3 years. She'd had multiple foreign boyfriends during that time. Always guys living in Chiang Mai or Pattaya or Hua Hin cities far enough from Bangkok that she could maintain the double life. I wasn't the first. I probably wouldn't be the last. The money I'd given her for her mother's surgery? Bar girlfriend, said Dwang Jai bought a motorcycle with it, posted photos on her private Instagram, the one I could never access. She was riding around Bangkok on a new Honda Click, probably using it to get to and from the bar. I found out her mother wasn't even in Bangkok. Her family was in Isan, Buriram province. Her mother was fine, healthy, running a small restaurant in the village. The whole sick mother story was completely fabricated. The betrayal wasn't just that she lied. It was that she was so good at it. 13 months of lies, delivered with perfect sincerity. 13 months of me believing I was special, that I'd found something real, that my life had meaning again. I was just another customer, a weekly regular, except I didn't even know I was paying for the service. 3 months later, I'm still in Chiang Mai. Thought about leaving, going back to the States, but I'm stubborn. I won't let her ruin Thailand for me. I bought my condo. I have friends here. I have a life here. She doesn't get to take that away. I'm not dating. Can't even imagine trusting someone again. Every woman I see, I wonder, is she lying too? Is everyone just playing an angle? My therapist, yes. I'm seeing a therapist now, says I'm experiencing trauma response. That betrayal, especially when you're vulnerable and lonely, creates lasting psychological damage. No shit. I saw Duangjai's Facebook profile last month. She's got a new boyfriend. German guy. Looks about my age. They're in Chiang Mai together. Posted photos at the same coffee shop where she and I met. She's working there again. Same smile, same laugh, same routine. I wonder if he knows. I wonder if she's already planning her weekend trips to Bangkok, already spinning the sick mother story, already lining up her next mark. Part of me wants to warn him. Part of me knows it won't matter. Some lessons you have to learn the hard way. Looking back now, the signs were everywhere. The phone secrecy, the weekend trips, the decreasing intimacy. the way she'd get defensive when I asked questions, the inconsistencies in her stories. My gut knew, my instincts knew. But I ignored it all because I wanted to believe the fantasy. That's what these women sell: fantasy. The fantasy that you're special, the fantasy that age doesn't matter, the fantasy that you've found real love in a foreign country. It's intoxicating, it's addictive, and it's almost always a lie. I learned that Thai bar culture is sophisticated. These women aren't victims, they're professionals. They know exactly what they're doing. They've been trained by other bar girls, learned the psychology, perfected the act. They can make you feel like the most important person in the world while simultaneously working 3 other guys. And the thing is, I can't even fully hate her. She was doing what she needed to do to survive, to help her family, to make money in a country where opportunities for women are limited. I get it, intellectually. But emotionally, I'm destroyed. The lesson here, if there is one, is this. If your Thai girlfriend suddenly starts taking regular weekend trips and won't let you come along, investigate. If her phone behavior changes and she becomes secretive, don't rationalize it away. If your friends try to warn you and you get defensive, stop and listen. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't be like me. Don't be so desperate for love and validation that you ignore every red flag waving in your face. Don't think you're special. Don't think your situation is different. Don't think you can save anyone who doesn't want to be saved. Bar girls work in bars. That's what they do. You can't love them out of it with your pension and your promises. You're not rescuing anyone. You're just paying for a service, and if you don't realize that, you're the one being played. My name is Stuart Henderson. I'm 64 years old. I fell in love with a bar girl who told me she'd quit. She hadn't. She was dancing in Soi Cowboy every weekend while I sat at home in Chiang Mai believing her lies. Don't make my mistake. Trust your gut. And if you find out she's lying, leave. Don't listen to the excuses. Don't believe the tears. Just leave. Because the woman you think you love doesn't exist. She never did.